If you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, please drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel with your bell notifications turned on. Now let's get into the video. A little late to the party on this one, but the 2K21 Myteam courtside report is out, and I want to give my 2 cents on the whole thing. So let me just say, right, after reading this like a few times, I think genuinely this could be the greatest Mighty Mode 2K have done. Or it could be the biggest missed opportunity 2K have done. So let's just get into it, because I don't want to waste you guys' time too much. And so across generation, we pretty much know this. Obviously, domination. Hello, domination. But yeah, across, so basically, you know, PS4 to PS5, Xbox One to Series X works, PS5 to PS4 works, and so is Series X to Xbox One. Don't know why you would want to go back. Maybe the gameplay is worse on next gen, like potentially. I know that's what it was with FIFA 14. Like, and I know FIFA 14, the next gen version would crash like consistently, so a lot of people went back to the old gen. So that's kind of cool. So hopefully it doesn't, you know, crash a lot. And yeah, just basically all stuff we know. All of your Myteam stuff will carry over to next gen, and you can also carry it back, which is kind of cool. Now, here we go with like my most thing I'm so excited about. So new seasons and seasonal content. Why is this stop highlighting? So, I'm just going to read what this is. One of my favorite things about Myteam is how the mode is always evolving, whether it be the new cards, changing the meta, or the new content that provides exciting rewards. That being said, I'm very interested in structuring that evolution and sink your teeth into seasons concept into Myteam. Now, again, this could be one of the greatest things 2K have ever done, or one of the biggest missed opportunities. How do I know it'll be a biggest missed opportunity? Because I've seen it done in other sports games. Now, this is Ultimate Team. This is FIFA Ultimate Team. I'm going to keep coming back to this just because Ultimate Team, like 2K have pretty much stolen a lot of this stuff from FIFA. You can tell which FIFA then stolen from like other games, but the majority of stuff FIFA have done first, and then 2K have obviously saw how popular it was, and then kind of just, you know, I want a piece of that pie. So, we'll be coming back to this as usual. So, with the high levels out of the way, let's delve deeper into what season truly is. With the duration of each season will not be a fixed period of time, they will generally be around 6 weeks. The seasons in FIFA are around 2 months, so that's a little interesting. As a team, this is one of our longest discussions of the year on our end. It feels like a perfect amount of time to allow you to progress towards seasonal awards and your favorite modes without it being too long. That generally... So, the issue with all FIFA's ones is... And I hope this isn't going to be an issue in 2K. EA doesn't let you do this at your own pace. So if we're looking at the objectives that you have for this, you have your daily ones, and then you have these. You don't get like reward progress for winning a game, for example. You don't get like, you only get progress for doing these objectives, which is like, you know, your daily win a game, play a game, etc. Play a game in Rivals or FUT Champs, which is FUT Champs, basically the weekend league, which 2K finally have added. Oh my god, I can't wait to discuss that. But yeah, so I hope 2K realize EA's mistake, and it's something people have complained about all year, that you can't do this at your own pace. So hopefully 2K, you know, somewhat listen, because EA seemed to don't. During the season, you'll be able to complete daily, weekly, and seasonal based agendas. Again, weekly, daily, that's all in here as well. I just hope that like winning a game, for example, adds up to your like objective score. So you learn XP to raise your season level. Each time you level up, you earn a reward. That's cool as well, because in FIFA, you just, you know, packs, cards, TIFOs, which 2K don't do TIFOs because they're garbage. Original final level within the season earns you a grand prize of the season. It's going to take you a lot of playing to get there, but we're always going to make the reward completely worth it. So in this case, it's only 6 weeks and there's 40 levels. In FIFA, you have around a month and a half to 2 months, and it's only 30 levels, and it's like 50,000 less XP. So I'm not too sure whether you can. Obviously, this will just be stuff we find out when the game comes up. But you can see season agendas in here. You can see lifetime agendas, which I don't know what they are, but they could be interesting. So obviously, the first reward is a pink diamond Steph Curry, which is 96 overall already. So, you know, all right. All right, so it seems like other stuff in Myteam kind of moves around with these seasons. So obviously, new vault prizes updated every season in Triple Threat. Thank you, 2K. We actually update them during the season as well, just to keep them out as fresh as possible. New cumulative wins prizes added every season in Triple Threat. So if you play 2K21, your interest is probably peaked right now. Let's talk about how single player Triple Threat is going to work in 2K21. So this is a little bit confusing. It did take me a little bit to read it a few times. So in 2K21 launches, there are going to be 300 wins available for you on the win ladder. And when you get to the 300th win in Season 1, you will no longer accrue additional wins to your tally, but you can continue chasing those ever-changing vault prizes. For here, 300 wins, you will have a guaranteed Season 1 prize in Triple Threat. It's a diamond card, and it's a darn good one. So this one will be a bit iffy, because 300 games of single-player Triple Threat is a bit meh, but, you know, it's not the 1,000 that we had to do. In subsequent seasons, we will add new wins available for you to play. As an example, this means you might be able to go to something like 450 wins. Those new 150 wins will have prizing, with a 450 win being the Season 2 Triple Threat prize. So 2K20 launched with 1,000 wins and Galaxy Open win at the end. The problem was the card became outclassed pretty quickly as my team evolved. It effectively made Triple Threat less valuable as the year went on. Pretty much, yeah. Personally, I love Triple Threat and I want it to remain stable for everyone all year long. As we add new wins available to each passing season, this enables us the opportunity to provide rewards fit the current season within my team. At least they're listening. We can complain about 2K all the time that they don't listen, etc. This says otherwise, that they are listening. Obviously, that Dominique Wilkins quickly got outdated, like very, very quickly. So, you know, at least they're actually doing something to help that. New board updates added every season in Triple Threat. The ball drop is back. And look at this, guys. I'll tell you this. The ball drops faster this year. Let's go, 2K. We'd like to add in cool new prizes Triple Threat online from time to time. In 2K21, it was not always obvious what those prizes were, and it required a lot of word of mouth around the community. In 2K21, we'd add a screen where you first enter Triple Threat online that highlights the best prizes available from each tier of the boards. 2K, you're actually listening. Because the thing that I complain about with 2K20 a lot is just the lack of just anything from 2K. Whether it was an issue, what's on the board, what's this, what that. 2K just didn't say anything. So hopefully they actually, you know, make it a little bit better. New season prize offered every season in My Team Unlimited. No, that's not a typo. My God. That's a speech incorrection, though. My Team Limited. It's got My Team Unlimited, more info on this below. Obviously, I'll get to that. New prize updates every season for My Team Unlimited. So My Team Unlimited is changing. New combinations added every season in the exchange. Now, the exchange could be an amazing thing. New this year's Dynamic Dominations season update. So the first time we're going to add an entirely new tiers to Domination after we ship the game this year. This won't be an every season thing, but we will definitely add a few new tiers over the course of the life cycle. When we add new tiers, I promise we will make them worth your while in an ever-increasing dynamic mighty mode. Domination is about to have some late year relevance for the first time. Now, this just screams content. That's all I've wanted, is just stuff, not every day obviously, but just something to grind for. If you're randomly in February and 2K just drops a Domination like out of nowhere, that's awesome. Like you might say L and everything, but that's just awesome as a content creator, right? From like when this game came out and when I started making videos again, if 2K don't release content in a day, I'm gonna, you know, what am I doing for today's video? So it's nice that 2K are actually doing this, and the exchange is a big part of that. So we'll get into that. New cards added every season of the reward market. We'll be adding cards to the reward market for 2 years now. Seasons provide us and you with the opportunity to standardize when the new content is released with a new feature. So yeah, the reward market's getting updated every season. So with these seasons in Ultimate Team, it seems like once the season's over, aside from like this screen, nothing really else changes. So even in the SBCs, which is basically 2K's exchange version, it's not too bad. All right, My Team Limited. So this one's a bit iffy. So My Team Limited is an online 5v5 mode where you'll compete against fellow My Team players like you, chasing championship rings. So it's these rings down here. The twist I alluded to is Limited is in My Team comes into play. We'll be introducing new lineup restrictions every single weekend. So My Team Limited is basically, if you've played Ultimate Team, is their weekend league. So anyway, it's basically their weekend league. It's Madden's weekend league. 2K finally have a weekend league, just with a bit more restrictive. So lineup restrictions, for example, one weekend may limit you to players 23 years and younger. So keeping all your cards might be a good thing, because obviously if it is a case of 23 years old or younger, you know Chris Stapps is going to go up. You know, is Chris Stapps 23? Oh, rip. Would Booker count because he'd be 23 like halfway through the season? But anyway, this seems cool. Another weekend, we might say you need to play with all Ruby or lower. Can you imagine like in March or something when that weekend gets released and you have to use cards on the Ruby? That'll just be nuts. The controls we have built in allows us to have some creative, very fun combinations that allow both and encourage you to use a wider breadth of cards in your collection. Looking for high-end budget cards is going to be an all-important part of card collecting this year. I know DBG's mouth just salivated reading that sentence. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the rings. So every weekend you have a new opportunity to get a ring. When you win a limited game, you'll be rewarded with a prize. You'll be able to view that prize, but you have an important decision to make with it. Do you keep the prize we give you, or do you want to trade it in for a choice of 1 or 2 other mystery packs? The mystery prizes may be better or worse than what we offer you. They may also contain this week's championship ring. We're also going to throw in some creative prizes your way to make the decision tough for you. This just, obviously I want to press square here to see what the prizes are, but this just screams RNG. You could win 1 game, get the championship ring instantly, but we'll just have to wait and see, obviously. But I like the fact that it is now a weekend league. Like, I like that on Friday and Sunday, all the sweaty players are going to go into one section, and I'm going to be there with them, which is kind of upsetting. So, after the final limited event of the season, so obviously every 6 weeks, I think this is going to reset. Obviously, these rings are going to reset as well. For the tier prize, based on how many rings you've collected, if you're lucky enough to collect every championship ring, you will earn the Myteam limited grand prize for that season. So obviously in this case, it's Ralph Sampson. That grand prize will be a very high-end card that will instantly make you the envy of all your future opponents. Let's be real, it will wreck the CPU in Triple Threat games. For those of you who managed to get one of some of the championship rings available in the season, we have tier prizes for you as well, based on how many you've earned. So if you earned like 3, for example, I imagine you, in this case, you might get like a ruby or a diamond, or maybe an amethyst. Like if you get 4, that's really a wait and see to kind of see what happens. So you better identify which players qualify for your current Myteam Lane that weekend. Some of you will appear with a championship ring sticker on their cards while the event is live. That's actually quite cool, to be fair. These stickers will appear on your cards in your collection as well as cards in the auction house to make it easier yet. When creating your lineup in Myteam Unlimited game mode, we've added a filter in the lineup creator that will be displayed cards eligible for that event. That's quite cool. There will be an absolute high demand every weekend for the best players eligible in the current event. Play the market, buy low, sell high. I know space with bird mouth salivated over that sentence. Myteam Unlimited, it seems like it's a good idea. It seems like it's a really good idea. So Unlimited 2.0. Now, when I read this, it screams 2K17's salary cap mode. Is that what it was called? It was, obviously, you had tiers, and then obviously the more wins you get, the higher up the tier you go. This just screams that, because it's 9 leagues, you have consists of 12 games in order to advance to the next league. You have to win a certain amount of games in your current league. So that just screams 2K17 to me, which I'm all for, because 2K17 is still probably one of my favorite 2Ks. You'll automatically level up to the next league. You don't need to play in the remaining games in the league. As you move the league structure, more and more wins will be required to level up. To keep things interesting, keep it on your toes. If you do not meet the win requirement to advance to the next level, you still need a certain amount of games to remain in your current level. So that just screams 2K17 to me. So I'm all fine with that. If it's good to reach the highest tier, Galaxy will an exclusive prize away to you if you go 12-0 in that final league. I'm kind of sad 12-0 is still a thing, but I mean, if you do go 12-0 in the final league, you do deserve to get something. I just think as you level up through the leagues, you'll be creating seasonal agendas to earn valuable XP to help build your overall season level. So I don't know whether that's like if you get promoted in a season, you get a certain amount of XP. It's just again, it's a wait and see. She's the prize. It's alright. Every season we'll be resetting everyone's Myteam Unlimited. Oh, that's interesting. Not unlike what we did for the first. Oh, that's interesting. And it's just a new grand prize we'll be chasing for that season. So it seems like everyone will be starting on bronze every season, which that's kind of interesting. The internal feedback on Myteam Unlimited has been very positive. The early leagues allow you to establish your lineup and practice your strategy before you hit the higher leagues, which have high win requirements and more skilled opponents. So now, say for example, right, I'm in the bronze league. I don't mind now going into 5v5 to get a gameplay if I'm in the bronze league. Obviously, I'm going to give this mode a go, absolutely, because it does seem like cool. I just hope the gameplay is actually really cool. Alright, so now we have this. Now, this looks like it could be my favorite thing in this game, if they do it right. So, and I'll explain what I mean by do it right. So now in exchange, every season will feature new exchanges for you to collect and complete or an exclusive cards of only available here. Some of the cards you can get from here will be truly elite. The quality of the reward will dictate how much effort is required to complete the exchange. For example, an exchange may require you to train a Western Conference point guard at 90 rated overall, or an Eastern Conference point guard to get a higher rated player. Now, I'm going to go back to Ultimate Team for this, because Ultimate Team do this exact same thing. Squad builder challenges. Now, say for example, this Ander Herrera, right? He's a 92 overall card. You have to trade in a 83 overall team to get this 92 overall card. Obviously, it won't be like this easy to get a 92 overall card, but we are in August, so this is the only thing I have really to go against. But if we're looking at the example here, you need 47 different cards to get this Bob Cousy. Like, that's awesome. Like, you even have the original owner, so that's probably like, I'm guessing that's pack pulled stuff. Like original owner, I'm guessing that's what original owner means. But we'll just keep going down. The system is incredibly flexible. You create exchanges geared towards your newest members as well as some of the most dedicated, passionate players. The thing I want to see is if we go into the upgrades tab. It's typical EA take this. Yeah, so this is you give away an 83 overall team, you get a guaranteed team of the season player. Could you imagine if you do 10 of these? Could you imagine the videos us content creators can make just by opening like 10 of these? Like, just like if you give up like, I don't know, 10 amethyst players, for example, like 10 amethyst and 10 diamond players, you then get an option of like, you have a chance of getting cards that are 95, 96 overall, higher than a 90 overall. So say amethyst cards are 89 overall this year, for example. All right, trade away 10 of those, you have a chance of getting a 91 diamond card or a 92 diamond card. That's basically what this is. You trade away an 83 rated team, you get a potential 92 overall card. So this is what I mean, is if 2K do this right, it could be the best thing 2K have ever done. So I'm interested to see how 2K do this. I am very, very excited to see what they'll do. But yeah, we secretly have a few future plans for the card where they will be invaluable. Cough, Myteam Limited, cough, I never told you that. So, for example, trade away all your Ruby cards, then all of a sudden you need all Ruby cards in Myteam Limited. So, obviously you have to be a bit picky here or there. Obviously, this game seems like it's so grind-worthy. Oh, my mouth's salivating. So, allow you to trade a number of silver and gold contracts in order to turn a diamond contract or a diamond pair of shoes, which that I just love. It. Obviously, contracts are a thing now this year, which, you know, people can complain. You know, contracts are here to stay. I don't think they'll ever get rid of them at this point. So, the exchange is a new feature within 2K21 that allows you the opportunity to exchange some cards you may no longer be using for cards that become staples in your lineup. This simple exchange affords you the ability to exchange a collection of cards for the pink diamond Bob Cousy. Obviously, this is a lot of cards. Like, a lot of cards. 47 players. At the start of the game, that could be quite expensive. Because, obviously, cards... I imagine people are going to be opening packs. But I know a lot of people are going, no money spent this year. A fair aspect of this feature is that it gives you another avenue to utilize with non-used cards in your collection in 2K20. I'm curious if you can lock in cards now, then. I'm curious how that's going to work. Obviously, are these... Can you keep duplicates now? Because, obviously... You're not going to be wanting to discard everything. If this is a thing, they better have increased the trade thing. You better be able to keep more than 50 things in your auction waiting list. But yeah, my team has no best lineup. We can literally never know what we can throw at you. So badge customization, I'm kind of iffy on this, just reading at it, but it does seem like it's quite cool. So badge cards are now back, which is, you know, is what it is. If you have a card that doesn't have a clamp on it and the player is eligible, you can take Clamp's badge card and apply it to the player. This is an awesome way to customize your team more than ever. Now, there is something in here that says, yeah, there is. It doesn't make sense to apply brick wall badge to Steph Curry, right? We're going to come back to this in March and see what happens. But we'll just see what happens. So basically, you can now buy badge cards and give them to players. And to upgrade them to Hall of Fame, they're going to be very rare. Again, we'll come back to this in March. And be made primarily through prizing and playing the game's season level objectives in one area. Which, if we go back up to here, you can see a Hall of Fame badge in here. Which is kind of cool. I hope you can sell these, because they'll be quite valuable if you don't want them. Which I don't know why you want them, but I mean, if you want MT, I mean, by all means. If you're familiar with the game, you know the power of a Hall of Fame badge, right, can be to the game experience. Another change is a really important one. So we're going to limit what badges can... Yeah, obviously, brick wall on Steph Curry. We will come back to this in March. And apparently now, next gen, obviously, because they're building the game up from next gen, gameplay is very different on next gen to what it is the current gen. So a number of badges of badge changes on the next gen version of the game. We will establish a mapping that converts your current gen badges to next gen equivalents. So, you know, that's kind of cool. These 2K haven't just gone, unlucky. But it is what it is. It's just interesting though. Evolution cards will not be eligible for badge customization. That's kind of odd, but we'll discuss to see what they've added. So one of the star additions of 2K20 Myteam experience, I would agree. The evolution system is absolutely amazing. The ability to obtain cards and power them up through high gem tiers felt very rewarding to give players a chance to build some sweet equity with their collections. So you have more control over how some evolution cards in the tier how they evolve. That is because we're introducing a new concept of branching the evolution process. So content creators are going to have a bit of an iffy thing with how to do this. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it is. So the Venerable Shack is one of the starter pack options this year. This means you can choose at the start for a free Shack card in 2K21. One of his evolution tiers is going to offer you the choice between Rebound Chaser, so it's improved rebounding, or on Rim Protector, so it's better shot blocking. You want Shaq to be a better rebounder or a better defender. Again, I don't know what content creators are gonna do this. Maybe we'll have to put like athletic Shaquille O'Neal in our titles, but I mean, this isn't for us. I'm aware of that. All right, so evolution cards back, but never new to 2K21. You'll have more control over how some evolution cards in their tier up will improve Shaq's. Yeah. So this means not all fully evolution cards will be identical in 2K21, and I think it'll be a fantastic thing. Myteam is more about fantasy, more about user and customization. So yeah, Now Ascension. This looks like 2K17's blacktop mode. You know, you want a blacktop and you have to pick like a thing, and then it had those technical fouls, and everyone went really mad. So again, reading this, it's kind of hard to see what it is. Whether it's like a win and then you get to pick a card. But we'll just kind of see how it is. So over the past couple of years, we've been focusing on rewarding you more and more with better prizes. I'm thinking about ball drop mechanics, sweep and changes while locker codes frequently revert, daily login rewards, prize spin wheels, login every day of the week, triple threat prize ladder, triple evolved. No every prize can be something that makes you draw on the drop. All right, so in 2K21's new prizing mechanism called the Ascension. So the premise is quite simple. There are 3 vertical tiers of prizes available. Each tier contains a number of cards. When you flip over, it will reveal a prize within each tier. There's one card that when flipped over levels you up to the next tier. So, God, fouls. No, technical fouls are back. But anyway, so essentially this is the old blacktop thing where it's like you get to, so I imagine if you play 2K17, I imagine this would be on, for example, this Bob Lanier would be on the 10th board. And obviously you just have to keep picking packs to see where I like the packs are on this board as well. Just, I know that under here there's like bronze shoes and stuff like that. You just know that's what's on you. But I do like this Ascension mode. It does seem quite cool if they do it right. Idol series, so this I kind of like, and it's add more challenges to the game, which I'm all for challenge. So it's going to feature some of the NBA's most memorable players with a hefty mix of past and present. These are players who are going to want to fill every position in your lineup, as they will generally be the best cards available in the mode at the time of release. The Idol series makes its debut in September. It will feature the first pullable pink diamond in 2K21. Our first new Idol was missing in action in 2K20. Oh, I'm thinking of, never mind. So this is something else. So the first Idol was missing into action in 2K20. So this is basically Manu Ginobili. It's, yeah, the entirety of the collection will be spread across 15 releases. We're bringing out these 15 releases in Series 1, Series 2, Series 3. When you collect all 5 Idol cards in a given series, you will unlock the complete reward for that series. Series 1 of the Idol series will reward you with a lineup changing Galaxy Opal card. So yeah, that could be interesting. So promo packs don't really, for those of you who pre-ordering a copy of 2K21, there's really cool packs in store for you. The standard edition gets you 10 free promo packs, allocated 1 a week. Why did my Siri turn on? Siri, stop! If you decide to go with the Mamba Forever edition, you would be granted 40 promo packs, allocated as 10 on the first day you play, goddamn, and then 3 on the next 10 weeks. 10 on the first day! Oh my god. Lots of neat promo packs. Every pack will grant you an NBA player to add to your team. Beyond that, there will be rare pulls in these packs. There will be some of the best cards in the game at launch. One that I've been playing with and loving recently is Diamond DeMarcus Cousins. Boogie is Diamond? Alright, that's interesting. They will not give you a player in every pack, but there's also a chance to give you some of the best cards in the game at launch. So that's interesting. Now, this signature challenge thing, I'm kind of interested. Every NBA player has a memorable experience in their career. Maybe the first time they stepped on the court, entering a foreign world where they set to take over. Maybe a clinching game in the NBA Finals, they landed their first title. Signature challenges seek to tell the story of most memorable games of your favorite NBA players, both past and present. The exciting part is they won't be chosen by us, rather It will be chosen directly by the players. That's kind of interesting. We'll be hosting one signature challenge at launch, and who better to spotlight cover athlete Dame time. Easy one, January 20th. Dame exploding the franchise record, 61 points, including a career best 11 games. With this game, Lillard became the first player in NBA history to hit that 60. Yeah. Now, obviously, this is the big one where Lillard waved PG and Westbrook goodbye, which was very funny. But I'm liking this. Obviously, you could have, for example, LeBron's game against the Celtics where he was down 3-2 and he just basically was at the time the greatest LeBron performance ever. Like, because he just would not be beaten that game. Jordan, you could argue his flu game. You could argue Kobe. You could obviously get his 81-point game. There's a lot of stuff on here they could do. Objective tracker. You always hear a company say they want to add quality of life item. In 2K21, that's exactly what the objective tracker is. My team players are gonna have a lot going on this year. Thank you, 2K. You're gonna get season agendas galore with simultaneously chasing down score points with this player, win as many games in this mode, make 9 threes with a sapphire, etc. With this new feature, you'll be able the ability to tag up to 9 season agendas or dynamic goals of your choice. You'll then be able to see and review those tagged agendas and goals when entering the offline gameplay in my team as a reminder of what you set out to accomplish in the current game. Thank you, 2K. Like, thank you, 2K. Just more stuff to do. No longer we have to try and remember how many points you were supposed to score with Clay. Now set it and review it at the start of your next game. So I hope you can just pause and click like agendas and just basically see what you're going for. Just, oh my god, I just need this game. Dark Matter is just, yeah, we don't really know what Dark Matter is at the moment. Obviously, in COD, it was the last skin you can get, so maybe it's like a tier above Opal, which I have to wait and see. Holographic Ball, interesting. And obviously, the My Team Now challenge, that's kind of, you know, you get something. You don't get a player, but it still says you really want to do it. So, I mean, it's an easy challenge, so I don't get why you haven't done it by now. But yeah, guys, that's it. I've been talking for about 30 minutes, and my voice is going. But yeah, guys, that's it for the video. Overall, closing thoughts. I am so excited for this game. Like, you guys cannot comprehend how excited I am for this game. So, that's it for the video. Guys, if you have enjoyed the video, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new around here. See you guys later. Take care. Love you all. Peace.